we're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort. And China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the new Road Order book. Remember, those books are mandatory because they show you how the world really works. Also, much love to those who purchased the 3 Kids books, It's Time to Re-Educate. And those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon, much love, keep it coming. And then also those who are shopping at both stores, much love, keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. And guys, we know that CME opens tonight. And this is going to be a big week, guys, because we know we're running into the Fed. I'm going to go into that later. Plus, we have futures ending this Friday, guys. It's definitely going to be a volatile week. Now, seeing this article circulating, we have over 100 years ago, Henry Ford proposed an energy currency to replace gold. And guys, it doesn't matter what currency you have. If you have a group of families that want to take it all, remember we're in an oligarch system. So it doesn't matter whether it's gold or Bitcoin. If it's in a small amount of hands, they're going to be able to control it. And remember, guys, the West, and especially in America, we're nothing but in an illusion. Nothing is real. It was all created. But guys, when CME opened, we definitely should move up. If we're looking at the numbers, the volume, Tether, USDC, remember Tether moved up 3 billion, but has not moved in 10 days. It's been sitting at this $68 billion. And USDC has only moved up 2 billion. But we also have, of course, the Fed, and then, of course, the grayscale whale. Now, the Fed meets this week. It's going to be very important to see where they're going to kick this can until they bring out one of the narratives that's going to sink the market. We know for a fact they're not going to tell us when they're going to pull the rug. We know this, but we can see the actual indicators. If they try to kick it until November, we know what's going to happen in the fourth quarter anyway, guys. We know we're going to have a pullback, but it's going to be very interesting to hear Jerome Powell's language. And guys, they keep pumping this repo. They moved it up to 1.2 trillion. It keeps pumping. It keeps getting bigger because they're trying to hold it until they're ready to pull it. And just like I stated, grayscale, we have to make sure we keep an eye on the whale. And like I stated, with CME, that is September 24th. So we have Bitcoin futures, micro Bitcoin futures, and then also we have Ethereum futures. Now, if the Fed doesn't say anything about tapering, don't forget that Europe is now in the futures game. So open interest definitely should be bigger, but at the end of the month, we definitely should get a bigger dump. So do not forget that. But getting over into a little crypto news, guys, we have the NYDIG Bitcoin Fund raised $17 million so far. But guys, we know the big banks behind this. We know they can put in billions and billions of dollars. And lastly, guys, the movie continues. We have U.S. officials now investigating Binance for potential insider trading and market manipulation. Now, how can the United States regulate Binance? I think it's like in Malta somewhere. I have no idea. But the fact is, guys, we know this is all part of the regulation movie. Same thing with Ripple. You see all these videos on the Ripple lawsuit. Guys, it's nothing but a movie. Do not pay attention to the narrative. Stay focused on your money, because something big is going to come out of this regulation. We already know next year ISO is here. So we already know global regulation is here. Plus, we know that United States is not going to be a big part of this crypto revolution until China is up and running. We know China is leading us into the fourth industrial revolution, and the United States is going to follow, because it's going to be like the blueprint. Everybody's going to look at China. They're people coming out of poverty. They have the Belt and Road. China is in control. China the dragon rises, and we can already see America the Babylon has already fallen. Once your small businesses are out, the game is over. The only thing we have is the big corporations. If you have my book, you understand this. Corporations are now your new government, and that's how they want it. But when it comes to blockchain, it's going to be surveillance. Everything is going to be tracked. And then once they get all these cameras, that's the reason why Biden has the infrastructure plan. Once they get all these cameras, drones, robots into play, humanity is pushed out the picture. Yes, does it take a while? Yes, but you can clearly see it. And the millennials and Generation Z are going to accept this because it's the only thing they know, unless they have an elder that's going to educate them. And that's what we have to do, guys. Get them re-educated. Finances is very important. Economics control lives. The New World Order stays in control by controlling economies on a global stage. Now, guys, that's all I have for you. I'm going to leave you with a video of Michael Saylor, of course, talking crazy as usual, but we know he is definitely a puppet. But, guys, don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids' books. It's time to re-educate. Also, if you're new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. Also, the Cryptoteacher stock channel, Cryptoteacher stocks. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get their own stocks, the C-Word, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they was getting free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day.
For things in the future we actually want, a vacation, a college education, property, whatever, right? So it's not that we want the money. We don't want the money. We want what the money can do for us in the future, what we can trade it for.
So then why is Bitcoin excellent money?
Well, I think that's for everybody to make up their own mind. I'll tell you how I think about it. The oldest fiat money that's in existence today is the British pound. And 371 years ago, when kind of the modern British pound started, it was equal to 1 pound of silver. 1 British pound bought you 1 pound of silver. Today, do you know what 1 pound of silver buys you in terms of British pounds?
I'm guessing that it buys you more than 1 British.
More than 1? A little bit, 174. So you used to buy 1 for 1. Now a pound of silver buys you 174 British pounds.
So a store of value has to clock at 33% or better. One thing that's pretty clear is that most people can't get their hands around Bitcoin because it's an utter paradigm shift. And why is it a paradigm shift? Well, because I think Bitcoin is the first digital money. I mean, it's the first digital money. Gold wasn't digital money. Science and engineering were so intrinsic to gold that we took it for granted because gold was it's a 10-pound lump of something. And if you get slugged in the head with it.
The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids' books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York. From COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.